Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Saggy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week is the World card. I love this because it means you guys are taking a big step forward this week. I know there's not anything, given everything that's just happened in the sky, there's nothing this week that really kind of warrants this feeling, but the World card is great, and I really do get this feeling that this is going to be either some big point of recognition, some big moment where something moves forward or advances for you, and I actually think this could be really wonderful. So look out for whatever the blessing is for you. Now remember, the World card can represent your wider community. So yes, it can be the place that you live in, it can be your culture, your heritage, your race, etc. I mean, well, most of us are human, but you get my point. I like this. I like this a lot, and I'm intrigued to see how it shows up for a lot of you. For some of you, I would probably say as well, this may be an alignment with a community that you are from. Maybe you're traveling to, do you know what I mean? Like for some of you, this could be, maybe you're going back to, so as an example, on my mum's side, I'm Greek and Egyptian. I've been to Greece, but I've never been to Egypt. It's something that I really want to do because I feel like when I go there, there's a part of me that will awaken, right? And I truly believe that that is the case. For some of you, you could be connecting with an environment, a locality or a place of heritage that you come from this week that might really speak to your soul. For if you are a continued subby, Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit the subscribe button. That being said, if you haven't seen it yet, there are posts on my socials, Instagram, Facebook, and on the community tab on YouTube. I have a new course all about manifesting. It's called Mindset Magic. I'm really excited about this. I've worked really hard on it, and I truly hope that you would love to be a part of it. There will be quarterly, so every 3 months, there will be community calls where we're talking about energy work and all kinds of fun and awesome stuff as a part of that. And on top of that, you will gain access to the Reydiant Reality Course Alums Facebook group. So you'll only be able to gain access to that if you are one of my course alums. So unless you've taken one of my courses, you won't get access to that. All right, so if you want to be there, I look forward to seeing you. It goes live on the 7th of June, and don't panic, you don't need to actually be there on the day because the course is delivered via a platform. All right, so with that said, take care, and let's get into your reading. For your actions and options, you have the 3 of Pentacles coupled with the World card. For some of you, you might be going back to school. And when I say going back to school, it doesn't always mean in the traditional sense. This may be that you start or embark on a learning journey this week in some way. It could be as well, for some of you, this might be looking into your heritage or your genealogy. Could be a good week for that as well. For your communications and conversations, you've got the World card. So you have a double hit of World card energy. This is big stuff. There are likely to be some very interesting, very big conversations that take place this week. And through those conversations, you might be realizing either how far you've come, or this might be a time where you decide to maybe start a community of your own, whatever that might mean to you. And if I'm honest, this doesn't feel like it's something that you're doing online. This is likely to be something that you're doing in person, which could be very, very exciting. For those of you that are students or studying in some way, some of you are obviously embarking on new studies this week, but if you are a student and studying in the formal academic sense, in a sense, it's kind of like you join the roster of your peers But for some of you, this could be maybe you're invited to become a TA. Maybe, you know, this could be a week where your status as a student is elevated beyond your status as a student. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could be, I mean, I love this card for promotions, for, you know, steps up, advancement in some way. With the World card here as well, this could also, for some of you on a more mundane level, could literally represent a moment where you realize, okay, you know what, I am a big fish in a little pond, it's time to start looking elsewhere. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is about tapping into your network. This is a week to network your tushy off. Yes, Mercury is retrograde. No, we don't stop living because of that. Obviously, you do need to mind the details. Don't promise more than you can deliver at the moment, but definitely do start putting the feelers out this week. And then for those of you that are retired and no longer working, in a sense, I think this is you looking for community. And so this might be a week where you really are sort of delving into, where can I find people my age? Where can I find people that are interested in the same things that I'm interested in? Where can I find connections with people that just because they're retired haven't stopped living their lives? And this looks like it's actually quite important to a lot of you at the moment. And this reminds me actually, like, I'm a big believer that the people that are retired and people that are older, they still have so much to offer us. It's like crazy and insane. And the reason I say this is I never forget when I went to Morocco, which, fun, interesting fact, my sun line, it's the only place on the entire globe that it actually goes through on my astrocartography site. And at the time that I went to Morocco, I didn't know this. But when I got there, when I say like my whole body, like everything about me just came alive. I looked better, I felt better. People responded to me really well. I just felt like I was in my zone. And it wasn't until like 5-6 years later that when I looked at my astrocartography, I was like, oh my gosh, my sun line literally goes right through it. And that's why. So interesting fact, check out your astrocartography. The reason I'm telling that story is in Morocco, I saw a woman who had to have been about 75 walking up a mountain like this with a bundle of sticks like this on her back. And there really is this, in my personal belief, it's like use it or lose it. Staying active, connecting with the world, staying connected to the world and connecting with people of all ages and shapes and stuff is really important as you get older. So this feels for me like a lot of you are looking for people that are going to keep you young. For your love and relations, you have the King of Swords. Okay. For those of you that are single, it could be an air sign person who is very intelligent, possibly very learned, maybe somebody that has a degree or a PhD, very possible. Could also be somebody that is very different to you. So like you could be the super spiritual one and they could be like the super scientific analytical one. And it's funny, I've found like couples like that tend to really work. They really do. And the reason I think they work is because you feed each other's right or left brain and the right or left brain of your soul at the same time. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like that. You just fit together, whatever your orientation or your gender and you know all the rest of that. Like that's not important. It's just a way that you click. So this could be really nice for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments. This could be both of you talking about some way that your work, your business, or your studies sort of intersect. And I like this for that. I think this is the relationship takes on a little bit of a highbrow kind of feel to it this week. So I'm intrigued. For your money and materials, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Money, finances, resources. Potentially a Capricorn woman could feature in your financial talks this week. Just because the World card is Saturn ruled, you couple this with the Queen of Pentacles, that could possibly be a Capricorn woman. Now, the Queen of Pentacles is great for money because it suggests you're getting more out of what you have. If you're making a purchase this week, use your knowledge, your skills and your expertise. And if you don't have necessarily knowledge, skills or expertise in that thing, but you still don't want to pay the price, this might be a week to blag it, all right? I don't usually condone such things, but this week you could snag yourself a deal. For your home and environment, the Queen of Pentacles, I'm going to say this might be a week where you're needing to take more care of the external aspect of the home. And then when it comes to your physical health and vitality, this week, especially because you've got a double hit of this World card, your bones, your skeleton and your structure. Really look after yourself in that space this week. All right. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.